Hey everybody, how's it going? I have my emotional support cat today. Purr. Can you hear him purring? Can you hear him? Purr. Oh, hello. Sarah says hi. Hi. He's like, why did you wake me? Why did you wake me? Oh, I need my emotional support cat today because it's a bit of a rough topic, isn't it? Today? It's been a bit tough, this one. Yeah, I've sort of I might have ruined all your days. I went to bed last night. I posted a bit of a ugly topic and I fell asleep and it was your morning and you guys all had to watch it. So I'm sorry about that. And I wasn't really there to witness all the fallout. Hey. Hello. Hello everybody. Hi. Hi. Hello. Yeah. Yes, it was a big discovery about Dr. John. Are we surprised? Well, I mean, he said he works with sex offenders, doesn't he? And he said he was an expert witness. He said he's been an expert witness over 500 times. Well, we found one. We found one. So maybe now more will start to show up. Oh, maybe now more will start to show up. Let's hope they're not like that one. And let's hope that his expert testimony wasn't ever taken seriously by a court, because that one was thrown out. That's good. That's good. Yes. So that particular offender, Dittmer the third, he ended up getting his 27 years of sentence. He was a repeat child predator, and he was still accessing CP whilst he was incarcerated. Yes. And it turns out that Dr. John Matthias was basically just listening to the defendant and not performing the required tests of a clinical psychologist, as pointed out by the state, in order to check whether he would be likely to reoffend. Recidivism, it's called. Yes. So yeah, you're going to ask the offender what they think about whether or not they're going to reoffend. Well, they're probably likely to be a little biased about that, you would think. Yeah. Hey, I do hope that Mr. Dittmer is being watched very carefully, and his mail and phone calls, etc., are being watched very carefully wherever he's being held. Hi, everybody. Hello. Okay, you want to get down? Okay. We'll bring Mr. Darling in and we'll say hi to everyone. And I have some more things to share with you today. Yeah. Oh, dear. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good. You're going over there, are you? Okay. Oh, hello. Is that Mr. Senior?
Babu.
Oh, hey, Babu. You still getting lots of attention, Babu?
Yes.
Yes, very much so.
And
Very
treats.
much so. Look at this. Mrs. Soap and Clay says, great video reviewing Dr. John's joke of an evaluation. He's officially lost whatever shred of credibility he has left and needs to be reported to the board for his many professional misdeeds. Thank you for the $9.99, Mrs. Soap and Clay. Much appreciated. Much appreciated for that. And we have a new member, Unexpected Ancient Bear. Unexpected Ancient Bear. Wow. Don't want an unexpected one.
What a surprise.
That's so nice of you to become a member. And thank you for gifting 5 memberships as well. That's much appreciated. Thank you for the donation. And we have Wispy73 as well. Thank you, Wispy, for becoming a member.
Awesome.
When I hear, hey, Lockie, when I hear the word recidivism, I think of Raising Arizona. Okay, and my cat Sarah has just turned off one of the
Uh-oh.
monitors here. So let's just Wait for
froze
things
for a
to
second, but I
fire
think you're
back up again.
back.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
How
Hey,
very
Denise.
unprofessional of you.
How very. Our editing
And
here is terrible, you know.
I know. You need to control your cats, for crying out loud. You would never see something like that happen with me.
Never see anything like that happen with yours. No. They behave perfectly. That's the only case he ever refers to, because that's probably the last case he had 4 years ago, 10 years before that, not 500 to 600 evaluations. So we're going to talk about that today. As an expert for the federal courts. Yeah, that's interesting. We'll see. We'll see if any more pop up, guys. I have a feeling there might be maybe one or more pop up now, because I have a source who has very good digging skills. And thank you to that wonderful subscriber. Thank you. Big thank you. Everyone, make sure that you put some hearts in chat, some gems and hearts in chat, some black gems if you've got them, black gems and hearts in chat for that subscriber who is so good at digging this stuff up, because we've all been looking. We have all been looking. And people might be wondering, like, why has it taken so long to find any mention of John Matthias in a court document? It's because you need to know the name of the defendant or anything to do with the case in order to find it. You can't just search for John Matthias. It's buried in a PDF in a long docket. And unless you know the case, you can't find it.
And unless he's like a professional expert who puts his services out there, you can find there's directories of expert witnesses that you can put your name in there if you're an expert for hire. But he doesn't really, he's not in any of those that I've found. It's been very hard to find this stuff.
I personally think that he and Lauren, or just him, have paid some company to do a scrub of the internet, because it's very difficult to get rid of traces of your past like that. I really think that I don't think he is technologically able to do it himself. I think he's paid somebody. That's just speculation, but I think so. Yeah. Where can I catch up on all this? There is a playlist. Oh, that's going to happen. There is a playlist. It's called Hidden True Copium. And yes, the whole lot is there. I think there's about 40 videos now, so sorry about that. Okay. Agree, they've paid someone. Yeah. They'll never get it all. Well, yeah, that's the thing. They'll never get it all, but it takes you have to be like a dog with a bone with this stuff. You really do.
Yes.
I'm just getting used to the way this fits on here. It's a bit heavier than my old one. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Right. So let's get into what we've got today. So hello, Baptist, back the shite out of you. Yeah, my microphone is. Guys, I've got a few things for you today. I've got a little bit more information on that case, the Dittmer case, and what the prosecution had to say about John and his qualifications. But then I've also got Lauren and the way she goes around giving her, like, almost opining like an expert, as if John's qualifications and his expertise sort of rub off on her like osmosis. Yeah. It's sort of like, oh, my husband's a psychologist, so therefore I kind of am. And I'm going to give out all this advice. And I'm also going to trash psychologists and people in the field who aren't as good as us. And I've got some messages of hers when she's doing this, actually around the same time as John giving that expert opinion on that predator. And this has been shared overnight, actually not overnight, today, my overnight. And Mr. Breakfast has supplied them. Because someone's spoken out and gone, hey, actually, Lauren around that time was trashing a psychologist for not doing a good enough job. And it sounds to me like she was quoting John. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, well, they're in no position to trash anybody else. So, yeah, I've got all that for you too. Yeah, I've got all that for you too. So, we've got a lot today.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And have you got cat problems now?
No.
Yeah, Lauren could not help herself. Hey, Christine, how are you,
Hey.
mate? Good to see you. All right. Let's get into it, guys. So, 500 forensic evaluations and risk assessments. Hey, John, 500. So we're going to focus on this one today because we focused a lot on this adjunct professor thing, and the students that he's trained, etc. We've looked at those things, and his website's still up. P.S. I'm just waiting for it to be brought down any day now. But yep, so website's still up. I just went to it today.
500, could that, I mean, devil's advocate, I mean, could that just be like he's been consulted on and wasn't hired? It still
Forensic
seems,
evaluations and risk assessments. God, I hope it's not true. Having seen what we've just seen, I hope it's not true. And guys, if you are wanting to watch the whole video, mods, if you wouldn't mind popping the video into chat, I'm talking about his assessment of Predator Robert Whitner. Sorry, is it Whitner? Let me get the right name up. Dittmer 3. Dittmer 3, his name is. It is, sorry, Richard Fred Dittmer 3.
not to be confused with the second.
Well, he actually, his father was
A bad boy.
yeah, they were both being charged.
Yeah.
And Richard Fred Dittmer 3 pled. So there was no trial or anything like that. But Dr. John was the expert hired for mitigation. So mitigation being trying to get a lighter sentence, I suppose, or some sort of mercy from the court.
Huh.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Yes, they were co-defendants. Yes, indeed. But Dr. Matthias was only the expert for the son. He was not speaking on behalf of the father at all. So, yeah, that's correct. Hey, DB, how are you?
Hey.
Yeah, correct. So, anyway, if you want to look more into it, I have now put, and sorry, I fell asleep. I didn't get around to it last night before I fell asleep. I have
Damn
now
it,
put
Hella.
I know, right? I have now put the link to the whole document into the description of the video. Yeah. DB went down into the rabbit hole today. Oh, really? Interesting. He does that.
Mm.
Okay. Oh, yeah, someone today. Apparently, yeah, there was a video and someone put into the comments on Lauren's video. Oh, you want to read that?
Better get up, girl. Excited Utterance has exposed your husband for the expert he really is.
Thanks for that. L Charm 69. Apparently that's been deleted already.
Aw.
Oh, damn. Thanks for the shout out, L Charm girl.
Oh, L Charm is here.
Oh, hey.
I love that.
You got a shout out. That was on Reddit. So I didn't see it myself. It was on Reddit. All right. So let's look at this. Lauren is felted. Felted. Supper. Okay. So apart from all of the just ridiculous calls that John Matthias made in the motion for sentencing leniency that the state came back and refuted. They also said this little perler, we call it a perler in Australia, this little nugget in the footnotes. It says, to the extent this court is inclined to give any weight to Matthias' psychosexual report, the government seeks to challenge Matthias' qualifications as an expert in the field of adult sex offender recidivism and would request DITMA 3 be ordered to present Matthias as a witness for this court's consideration. And this bit, Matthias has never testified as an expert in federal court. Has never testified as an expert in federal court. He has never testified as an expert as to adult psychosexual evaluations or recidivism. And this bit really got me. The last time he testified as an expert was in 2011 in family juvenile court proceedings. And I thought that part was interesting because you could maybe, like, if you were him, you could go, oh, okay, well, but that's just federal court. Maybe like state court or, like trial court, something else. But 2011 in family juvenile court proceedings, that seems like that's a local court setting to me. Am I wrong? Are they putting out there, and this is 2021 that this document exists? Yes. So is the state saying that he's not testified as an expert at all in any setting whatsoever, except in like a family juvenile court proceeding, which would be like a local area family court. So nothing above that.
Yeah. How I read it is the last time he testified as an expert was in 2011. And that was in family juvenile court proceedings. That's how I read it. I mean,
that's how I read it too.
Yeah.
That's how I read it too. Yeah. And I expect it's because they can't find anything either. So they're challenging it.
Yeah.
So challenging it, bring it forward. You got something to show me that he's done more work than that? Come along. Come. And we've FOIA'd the CV. We're trying to find it.
Yeah.
It's trying to find on the docket. We're going to FOIA it.
Yeah.
Have you sent the FOIA?
I'm sorry?
Have you sent the FOIA request? Because it's a federal one. Because have you actually sent it off?
No, not yet.
You, but I don't know if you've done it yet.
You did like 5 minutes ago. So
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
I'm good, but I'm not that good.
You're not the no.
No, there's a few other places I want to look first to try and get it before I.
Okay, sure. Before you ask, yeah,
stick around with a federal FOIA.
Yeah, but yeah. But sure. But we will be trying to find the CV that he submitted to be an expert, because you need to put a CV in to be an expert. You would think that it would be on the CV that he put through, and if it was not on the CV, and it wouldn't be if they've put that there.
Yeah. So, and this is just the government.
Of course, it's just the government's word. So. Of course it is. But here's the point, though, right? If it was on his CV, they wouldn't have written that, right?
Yeah.
So it can't be on his CV. It can't be. You wouldn't think it would be just under a basic search, just like we have looked, and it's not under a basic search. Yeah. And this is 2011. Sorry, not 2011, 2021. I keep getting mixed up between 2021 and 2011 because it says 2011 there. This is 2021. So this isn't now.
Yeah.
It's 2021. So back in 2021, the court couldn't find records of him being an expert witness at all.
Yeah.
In anything other than a 2011 family juvenile court proceeding.
Yeah.
You with me?
And you're right, Kitnets, not to defend them, but evaluations, consulting, providing reports do not equal testifying. You are correct. I just, correct. 500 though, I don't know, maybe experts do that for every 500 they evaluate, consult, and do reports, and they don't end up testifying. I don't really know the ratio. It just seems a little odd.
Hey, Andy, I don't think he would have a CV since he didn't testify in court. I think the state asked for him to come qualify before the court. So you don't think it would be on record? Is that what you mean? Surely he would have had one in order to have even applied to the defense. And they would have had it on record. You would think. You would think. But yeah, that's the question, is whether it would actually appear anywhere in the docket, or would be able to be FOIA'd. I don't know. We'll try. It's worth trying.
Yeah.
It's worth trying. But anyway, moving on. So I just thought this was kind of interesting. So July 26, 2019. So back in 2019, this is what he said. This is his profile. He said he serves as an expert witness for the federal government. He has performed over 500 forensic and psychological evaluations and risk assessments for the court since 1996, assessing the risks for violent and sexual recidivism for both adults and juveniles. He serves as an expert witness for the federal government. For the federal government. For them. And he has consulted on numerous high-profile cases for district attorney's office and defense attorneys in several states. Okay. No, it says here he's never testified as an expert in federal court. Well, what, just serving as an expert witness but never testifying as an expert in federal court? Okay, so is it this serve? Is that the word? Is that what's going on? What's going on? So this is 2019 and this is 2021, right? So what the? He'll say none of them went to trial. Or he'll say that he just served but didn't testify.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll say that. Yeah. The 500 count was always suspect to me. Yeah. Look, so much of it is suspect. So much of it is suspect. It's just silly. The word of the day is liar. Yeah, what's going on is lies. It's lies and it's spin. Right? This is spin. This is just let's find whatever word we can to try and sell this person as being credible. Any word. Serve in general, testify specific. Yeah. I don't like this. He served but didn't testify. That's why
Sorry.
AUSA is saying testify. Yeah. I don't like it. This is extremely misleading. If it's a matter of serve versus testify, yeah. A witness testifies. No? Good point. A witness testifies. Testifies.
But you still hire experts to do reports, even if it doesn't go to trial.
What do you call them if they're just an expert that doesn't testify? Do you call them an expert witness?
Because they could testify, so yeah, they could be called to testify. To provide evidence to the court or the finder of fact.
Because you have to go through a Dorber hearing generally. I mean, if it's not, depending on the state, it could be called something else, right? But to be qualified as an expert witness, you have to go through some sort of qualification hearing. Yeah.
Oh, This is sentencing. That's true. So there's no need for a mitigation witness to testify unless the judge requires it. So they'd really
Correct.
just need to write a report.
Yes, they need to write a report,
Since
but
he put out.
in order to be okay, so in order to be an expert, to be qualified as an expert in court, you need to be to go through that acceptance by the court that you are an expert. So there's usually a hearing,
Mhm.
yeah, like a Dorbit hearing. And to say you are an expert or an expert witness without there having even been like a CV submitted or anything like that, that's quite misleading, right?
Daubert only if challenged.
Only a challenge, yes. Well, that's a challenge, correct. But if it would be, you would be challenged if there's no CV.
Well, I don't know. If I was the state and the defense hired this guy to do a report for sentencing for this guy, I'd probably want him to be their expert just so I could tear it apart.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, yeah, generally there would be a Dorbit hearing for someone like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yes, his expertise is, yeah, mac and cheese. Yeah, exactly. Today's word is sue. If any perpetrator, John has said, won't reoffend, does, he is responsible for misrepresenting information. Yeah. No, well, I mean, I don't think we need. I mean, I'm sure lots of lawyers are going to weigh in, but it's very clear that this person is not capable to be doing this assessment on this person, on this Dittmer person, because the state has gone and just ripped apart his assessment, right? And if he were to get to a point where he were to testify in court, he would absolutely have to. Well, he would be challenged. There's no question he'd be challenged. He's being challenged on paper here.
So DB
Yeah.
says no, there wouldn't be a Daubert for psychology unless they are using a novel method. Any lack of ability or incorrect application would be for cross examination. So I guess they're just like reading from the standard DSM-5 or 4, whatever it is now, and
Yeah.
those kinds of things.
Yeah. All right, cool. Anyway, so never testified as an expert in federal court. And he serves as an expert witness for the federal government. So I think this serves is very interesting. He serves and therefore not testifies. It seems like a little bit of spin to me. 500 plus cases divided by 25 years. That's 29 cases a year. Not testifying. Don't get the
No.
see, he didn't say testifying. This is interesting, right? He never said testifying. He said serves. Serves. Yeah. Yeah. So just you gotta read his words really, really carefully. Otherwise, you might get the wrong idea that he's an actual expert.
Yeah.
Because he uses all these little slimy Aaron Patterson said this, weasel words. He uses these weasel words to get himself out of trouble. So that you can't accidentally misinterpret him as being for real.
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. So just so we're for real, just so we're sure, he serves as an expert witness. So otherwise, he parades himself as an expert witness. He's not really an expert witness. He's just serving as one for the federal government. Well, I can serve as an expert witness for the federal government. I'll just put on my expert witness suit and mask and hat. I'll serve as one. And he has consulted on numerous high-profile cases. Well, like we don't want those low-profile ones because it's the high-profile ones that matter. For the district attorney's office and defense attorneys, well, we don't know about the district attorney's ones. We'll see if we can find any. Still waiting. And defense attorneys, well, we haven't We know this was for the defense, but that was federal. He's a certified court evaluator in several Western states. Oh, we'll see. Well, we're still waiting on all this stuff. We're still waiting on all this stuff. Weasel is perfect. Yeah. Never testifying in court. Well, I mean, yeah, like it's pretty easy to be a little bit misled by that, wouldn't you think?
A little
But
bit.
hey, maybe it's just us that are stupid and getting the wrong idea, because he's so smart and he's speaking like the King's English, and us peasants, we can't work out what he really means.
No. We are just humble peasants.
We are just humble peasants. We are all experts. We just never testify in court. That's right. Yes, we are all experts. He's SM Mati. SM Mayati. Yeah. That's right. Where's a list of high-profile cases, John? One would think listing them would validate your credibility. Yes. Yeah. Hey, John, comment for $2. So we have another Shannon Burgess on our hands.
Basically.
Yeah. Pretty much. I think Shannon Burgess actually studied and did stuff. At least Shannon Burgess actually turned up to court. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, how misleading. And thanks for the $2, John. And we have Chris Amia 7277, new member. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, let's keep going. Also in the document that I made a video about, this is nasty. Dittmer discussed his drug use. Based on Dittmer self-report, a score of 2 should have been applied. Matthias' assessment of Dittmer severity factor checklist within the Vassal 2 is also incorrect. Dittmer committed a hands-on contact offense by forcing a 7-year-old relative to touch something in 2016, which was not identified by Matthias in his scoring. Well, isn't that great? Ultimately, if the Vassal 2 had been correctly scored, Dittmer would have scored in the moderate to high risk category as to this assessment as well. So yes, number 54 in the footnotes, the government recognizes that Matthias did not have this information at the time of his evaluation. But this demonstrates exactly why Matthias' report based on Dittmer self-reported information is unreliable. Yes, he just listened to the defendant. So pretty much, I'm just going to bring up another note here. John provided an evaluation and the government pointed out issues in his own report and scoring. And it's not a difference of opinion. It's pointing out flaws that the defense expert made himself. Right? So basically, the expert, which is John, he made these mistakes himself. He contradicted himself in his own report. He also just took the words of the defendant and made a report about the words of the defendant. And that's not what you're supposed to do. Self-report. There's the words there. Self-report. So that's what the defendant says. The defendant is likely to say better things about themselves than tests that are performed independently.
Slightly biased.
Just slightly. Yeah, he cheated and they called him out. Yeah. Yeah. And look, okay, I know that expert witnesses are going to be biased, right?
Sure.
So let's just talk about expert witnesses for a minute, or experts, hired experts. Let's call them that.
Yeah.
Hired experts. They're going to be biased. They're hired to give an opinion that is for the defense
Yeah.
or for the prosecution. Either way, right? It doesn't matter if it's for the defense or for the prosecution. They're hired
Yeah.
for that. But there are, with psychologists, with scientists of all kinds, if there are these standard tests that are to be done, they should be followed the way the tests are designed to be done.
Correct.
There's no excuse for not following the standards of the tests. And that's what the government's pointing out. So you can opine. Opining's different.
Yeah.
Right. So opining in favor of your the person who's hiring you, I guess you kind of expect that. But then either not performing the tests or performing the tests incorrectly, that's not okay.
No.
And that's what the government's saying that John Matthias has done.
Yeah.
This is from the a transcript, and I don't have the whole transcript on me at the time, but at the moment, sorry. But Mr. Breakfast has actually highlighted it for me, and it says the defendant has also identified that his mother has lied multiple times about his father. Ah, yeah, there was a dream sequence in the document. But even if Ditmar 3 was a victim of child SA, that does not create a sexual predator. The psychosexual evaluation is not reliable. Dr. John Matthias is a person who has never been accepted as an expert in the field of adult sex offender recidivism, and his report cannot be relied upon for a further downward variance than the parties have already agreed to. Never been accepted as an expert in the field of adult sex offender recidivism. Yeah. When I said I don't have it right now, I don't have it right now, but I do have it. I just don't have it loaded up right now. But yes, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you, CH. Yeah. But yeah, this is highlighted up for me in advance. So yeah. Thank you, CH. Cool. All right. Now, also in 2021, someone commented in a Daybell Facebook group, and then they received this message from Lauren. So let's talk Lauren for a bit, because they're a team. They're a team. They're a team. And I find it really weird that Lauren seems to feel like she can give out sort of almost diagnosis to an extent, or talk on behalf of John, or maybe John's there actually talking at her while she's typing all this stuff, and she types and types and types and types and types. It's like she's writing a damn book into her phone. So someone commented in a Daybell Facebook group, and then they received this message from Lauren, right? And this is, I think, April 2021. So it's around that same time of John doing this expert work for the Dittmer case. And we'll just change views, make it a bit easier. There's so much of this we had to put two on the same same screen. Maybe he was the least expensive available. Okay. So April 2021, Lauren Matthias opining on psychology. Note, Lauren is referring to a licensed social worker, Vivian, and completely trashing the evaluation and report that Vivian gave in a much earlier Vallow custody case. We can see she also includes quotes in her message, which we believe were quotes from John. Dali?
Yes.
Please?
Do you mind if I read? Okay. Joe Ryan is a victim who cannot speak for himself, and so I do not want to post this publicly. Please don't post this publicly. John and I don't want to hurt victims or cause doubt for victims. Joe deserves justice. And really, Vivian's sloppy assessment has nothing to do with Joe. It's only a criticism of Vivian. I can look at things constructively and realize things are complex and not very random. Not every random who reads true crime comments can do that. Ouch. But here you go. This is a comment I wrote that I decided I should not post.
And P.S. this person has come forward with this to share it. So we have absolute discretion to share it. But here
My
you go.
husband
Yep.
does psychosexual assessments and psychosexual evaluations for a living and has been doing them for decades. He is a psychologist. Decent evaluations are rarely less than 25 pages long. Vivian's assessment was 6 pages. Vivian used 2 or 3 assessment tests. Usually many more are given. The MMPI-2 stuck out. My husband has never seen that used to assess if someone is a P or not. The fact that she did not use that for this is incompetence. It's a personal inventory. Note, we don't think Joe is a P. It is just a bizarre test to use to assess if someone is or isn't. The scores on this validity scale reflect mixed finding. This actually means his test results are in question. That Joe could be lying, but she doesn't tell you what he scores high on. What are his mixed results? She glosses over it, actually ignores it, and moves into, but he scored within acceptable limits in general. What does that even mean? What were his scores? I don't think a master's level social worker is allowed to give this test. Ooh. From a website about the MMPI. The MMPI should be administered, scored, and interpreted by a clinical psychologist or psychiatrist who has received special training in MMPI use. Vivian didn't address any family history. Assessment should give a write-up on the person's upbringing. She seems to kind of know this by stating, Mr. Ryan states his childhood as happy life, rather uneventful. What kind of family history is that? Yeah. Joe told another professional, a psychologist, his mom abused him. Hey, Vivian, maybe ask some simple questions. Who were his parents? How long was he with them? How was their relationship? She didn't ask a single question about his childhood. I love the interview. Vivian got from Lori. Love. But despite that, Vivian did a half-assed assessment at best.
Oh my God.
And we know John does a full ass.
It doesn't fall out.
Also note, Vivian was only assessing the situation with Tylee. Colby's accusations were not any part of Vivian's assessment. So she really shouldn't be speaking on national television. Better not be CNN, that bitch. For anyone but her thoughts. On Tylee.
Sorry.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
John does a full ass.
There was a better way to. There was a better joke there about a full ass.
That was good. Thank you. John has a full ass and a half. Oh my god. Thank you for the clarification. Hang on, there's more. I think there's more. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Right, senior? You're welcome. Thank you for respecting that this isn't something I want out there publicly. Thanks for your hard work. Heart. Let's also point out that Joe had another psychosexual evaluation. Does Vivian's assessment even matter? Again, this is about Vivian, not Joe. I don't think Vivian should be a heralded spokesperson. She was lazy.
Wow.
Mm-mm-mm.
She really gave it to Vivian. Snap, snap, snap. Snap, Vivian.
Wow.
You told her,
Mm-mm.
right? And oh wow, that all those quotes from John, like look at them all. Look at them all.
Boy.
What's going on? Hang on a second. Can you hear that?
No.
Good. Yeah, look, just a sec. We go back. The scores, look, she's got these quote marks. Scores on his validity scale reflect mixed finding. Oh, no. She's quoting Vivian. The scores on his validity scale reflect mixed finding. This actually means his test results are in question. That Joe could be lying, but she doesn't tell you what he scores high on. Do you reckon she's writing this herself?
Or John?
I don't think. I reckon this has got to be straight from John. This has got to be. Like, why? Then she goes, my husband. But then she's got in brackets, in quote marks here. My husband does psychosexual assessments and psychosexual evaluations for a living, and he has been doing them for decades. He is a psychologist. Why is that in quotes?
What a power couple these two are.
Right.
I hope I can find a woman and we can do psychosexual assessments and psychosexual evaluations for a living. We can do that together. That's what I wanted to do when I was growing up.
Yeah, right.
You know, every little girl wants a husband to do this with. You know how creepy this is?
Well, it's psycho, see?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to work out, like, okay, I'm imagining that John has seen this Vivian person's assessment and he's had an actual, like, spat about it. Like, he's fully flipped out.
Yeah.
And gone, this is lazy, this is rubbish. And he's gone around the house and thrown things. And Lauren's listened and she's going, yeah, it's lazy, it's shit. And then she's in this group chat and people are talking about it. In fact, this woman, whoever it is talking about it. And she decides, I need to set her straight. She's saying that this Vivian person's assessment is great. I'm going to private message her. And from what Mr. Breakfast has told me, this person didn't ask for Lauren to message her. So she's just like, yeah, gonna go. I need to tell her what we think of this Vivian. If she gets into her messages, she slides in there and she's like, hang on, let's go to the first bit. There, see, Lauren, and that's the first message. You can see because it's got her face is the first thing.
And
Joe is,
she pulled the Grayson, and I don't want to speak about this on the record, so please don't
yeah,
post this publicly without
yeah,
like, can we talk about this,
yeah, yeah.
off the
So she gets
record?
straight in there and goes, Joe Ryan is a victim who cannot speak for himself, and so I do not want to post this publicly. Please don't post this publicly. Joe and I don't want to hurt victims or cause doubt for victims. Joe deserves justice, and really, Vivian's sloppy assessment has nothing to do with Joe. It's only a criticism of Vivian, and here I go, and I'm going to go for 20 years now bashing Vivian because you must have said something good about Vivian's assessment, and I need to set you straight.
I wonder if Vivian looks like Lori Hellis.
Or Andrea.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, she clearly did block Lauren eventually.
I don't blame her. Rumor has it Lauren is still trying to message her to this very day.
Yeah. She probably sent her a cease and desist.
Yeah. When she got blocked, she started writing them out by hand and put them in the mail.
Yeah. Right? Okay, so there's that. Now, here's Lauren in 2023 talking about the same Vivian in a group chat. Right? Oh, God. Hang on. I need coffee. I need more coffee. Oh, dear. Oh.
Supposing John isn't enough stimulation for you.
Now, okay, this is October 28th, 2023. Lauren Matthias in a group chat. Note, Lauren is referring to a licensed social worker, Vivian, and weirdly speaking quite differently. And I'm sorry, she types a lot. She talks and talks and talks. Are you cool?
Yeah. It's been over a decade now since I started replying about Vivian. I mean, and Colby's still saying it. So I'm going to listen. In most cases of sexual abuse, less than 2% of victims are being dishonest. Social worker Vivian even says this in her report, questioning whether Joe Ryan is fit to take care of Tylee. The report has nothing to do with Colby's case. Usually, the first disclosure is the most accurate. As interviews continue to mount, elaborations and recantations can and do occur because family members begin to meddle in the process, as appears to have occurred with Colby.
Oh my God.
Right. I believe Lori uses her childhood to often meet her own needs.
Her children.
Uses her children. I'm sorry, her children.
Yeah, you're right.
To often meet her own needs. So, if she ever coached Colby to change or alter his allegations, then this speaks to Lori's issues and doesn't address Colby's specific statements about abuse that Colby made to police without Lori by his side and what remains his account to this day. In the account of Colby's on 8806, when Colby is 10, he speaks of molestation and being threatened with a knife. His account is detailed, understated, specific, and consistent to me. To me, this seems like a moment of truth for 10-year-old Colby. Tom Ware, Tylee's ad litem, who never worked with Colby and was kicked off the case and replaced. He's also a man who called Vivian incompetent before appearing on Dateline with her. Conversations with us and made an absurd argument. I'm at the end.
Oh, sorry. You on Dateline, converse with us. Primarily entail. Third argument. There we go. Absurd argument. And that's redacted. Primarily entail.
Okay. Primary entail that Vivian's test shows Joe Ryan could not be a P because he doesn't ooze pathology and his MMPI did not come up with a profile consistent with a P. I've discussed this with my husband, John, who is a psychologist that has been assessing S offenders for decades. And here is a statement from Martin Selbum, one of the foremost experts on the MMPI and forensic work. It should also be noted that there is no typical S offender profile on the MMPI 2RF, an updated version of the MMPI 2, which is a point that was discussed by Graham. More broadly, with respect to the MMPI and MMPI 2 profiles. Oh my God, woman.
What's she doing? Like, okay, she can't be the one writing this.
No, I think she's writing it because, she then goes into Selbum 2018, page 132. So clearly that's Lauren.
But
she knows the pages offhand.
Why is she writing this? Like, this is so... Okay, A, it's not necessary. B, like, is anyone reading this and taking it down and going, oh, I'm so impressed? She's just big noting herself. And yeah, it's John for sure. She's educating. She's taking notes as John babbles. But why put it into a Facebook group chat?
With so many people, yeah.
Yeah, so what ethical rules are being violated here? Because it seems like a lot. It does seem like a lot, doesn't it? It doesn't seem right, does it?
No.
Hearing Lauren say this stuff is really awful. She's such a bad human. It doesn't seem good.
No.
Yeah. Is this the same lady that commented on Facebook? I don't know. This is all Lauren. This is all Lauren. So, yeah. Yeah. And these people who are sharing this stuff want this stuff out. They want it out. So, yeah. Where are we up to? This is all psychobabble to me.
Only 6 months after Vivian's report in regards to custody of Tylee, an actual psychologist, Dr. Stephen Thorne, did a psychosexual evaluation on Joe Ryan. Here's what he says about this same topic. It should be noted that there is no such thing as the typical adult male P or I perpetrator. In addition, no psychological can tell us whether an individual is next thing.
Oh, sorry.
Or is not a S offender or P, as Tom Ware seems to assume. Holy crap, this is still going. It is also
Why
worth
is she
noting
still talking?
That in Dr. Thorne's assessment of Joe Ryan, he finds that Joe Ryan portrayed himself in an overly favorable light with a clear tendency towards impression management because he failed to discuss any shortcoming, inadequacies, or perceived faults. In other words, it appears that Joe Ryan may have been malingering on this latter assessment. With Dr. Thorne, Joe Ryan denies any homosexual fantasies and interests and any R or dominant fantasies. He denied any history of violence or anger problems. In Vivian's assessment, she finds that Joe Ryan has bisexual interests that include dominance and submission thoughts.
Hey, Dream Feed Media, you think? So the author changed, the sentence structure changed on the second slide.
Hmm.
Yeah. So if we go back to here. Yeah.
Probably just handed John the phone to.
Yeah, maybe. She's like, I'm sick of this. You do it.
Yeah. I'm going over to Grayson's shag pad.
Grayson didn't exist then. It was 2023.
I'm gonna go find Grayson.
Mm,
Where the hell was I?
sorry, I don't know. Bisexual interests.
Bisexual interests that include
Yeah.
dominance and submission thoughts and behaviors, in addition to engaging in RN dominance fantasies. Joe Ryan denied any history of drug or alcohol problems with Vivian, but with Dr. Thorne, he acknowledged that he had been arrested on 2 previous occasions. DWIs, and he disclosed some substance abuse history. Sorry. He denied any past violence with Vivian, but failed to disclose his arrest in May 2007 for family violence, for physically assaulting Lori in the courthouse cafeteria in front of witnesses who called police. Joe's arrest happened 2 months prior to Vivian's assessment, yet.
Police don't ever do
Did we just go to a new? Oh my God, woman.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to take over?
No. I'll finish.
What?
Where the hell am I?
Sorry.
Joe Ryan also reported a very happy childhood to Vivian, but told Dr. Thorne the following. Having a rather limited and or strange relationship with his mother growing up, as he described living at different times with relatives growing up in orphanages and in foster homes, he did describe experiencing a little bit of physical abuse by his mother. And that description of a little bit of physical abuse comes from someone eagerly minimizing any mental health problems during the evaluation. And what about Joe Ryan's anger problems and rage? Did he mention this issue to either evaluator? Why not? Because Phil Reach, a renowned researcher, pointed out the research on sexual offenses points to over 150 different possible motivations for sexual offenses, with only a very limited number of those being directly related to sexual deviancy. Tom Ware assumes that Joe Ryan must be a P to commit a. I'm gonna skip that part.
Yeah.
Many sexual offenses are committed for non-S reasons. Do you want me to keep reading this part?
No, it's fine.
Okay, let's skip to the next page.
You can't believe this is what I.
Yeah,
It's making me uncomfortable too.
yeah, let's.
Yeah. Let's talk to chat for a bit. Let's have a
Yeah.
little break. Let's have a little break. What's happening? We're just a bit uncomfortable with the stuff that Lauren is talking about
Yeah.
here in the group chat. It's
This is a group chat, and Lauren's getting defensive, and
she's just going into really detailed, nasty stuff about like the victims' families and their backgrounds, and she's opining like she's a psychologist, and it's just, yeah, it's, and we're talking about what back here, yeah, sexual deviancy and grape and all sorts of stuff, and it's a bit much. So yeah, I'm just struggling a little bit with it.
seriously.
Yeah. Where did you get up to? Sorry, do you know?
Me? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just. I think we went through this page.
Yeah. many sexual offenses are committed for non-sexual
Yeah.
reasons. Yeah. And then these 2 accounts of Joe Ryan's childhood by Joe Ryan,
Yeah, I'm just
like 2 completely separate worlds.
it kinda brings
Yeah,
in Colby a bit,
and
and I don't
it brings in Colby a bit, and I know,
and
and I just really don't like bringing Colby in.
yeah, I really don't feel
Yeah,
right doing that, so
yeah. Um, uh, yeah. Um, and then, yeah, he's even over there as
yeah.
well.
I mean, this is just this is Lauren. She's psycho.
Lauren in a group chat, yeah. Let's go down to, I mean, this is all here, guys, you can read it
Yeah.
yourself. Um, it's an absolute falsity that Joe was
These
cleared
are
of all
John, yeah.
accusations. Well, it seems it like, okay, here's the question. Is it her writing this or is it John writing this? Because it's under Lauren's account.
Yeah.
Um, but it sounds more like John, right? Yeah. Yeah. Uh, did LM and Dr. Yorn know all of this? Sorry. Stuff or from the victim's family? I've got no goddamn idea where they get all this information. Maybe add that Dr. Poole, who performed an assessment on C after a recommend by Vivian, concluded. How about we just call it? Just say C.
Yeah.
How about
These
we do?
test findings, in my opinion, are consistent with C allegations.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Oh, that's the end of it then.
Yeah.
We'll just finish this last bit, right?
He deserves our consideration of the possibility that he was abused, a claim he has never wavered from over a period of a decade. We should be open in allowing him to have his voice heard and not re-victimize him by calling him a liar. He's had enough trauma, and I would hope all of us that would consider ourselves child advocates would listen to him has to say and perhaps move on and focus on what has been proven in the court of law or the charges we hope might deliver a guilty verdict.
And then she puts hashtags in it. Yep, she's putting hashtags in a group chat.
Jesus Christ.
Why? Do you understand what a group chat is, Lauren? It's hashtags of so you can search the whole social medias. The last 2 are Lauren. Yeah, the
Yeah.
last 2 paragraphs. Yeah. Yeah, that's all Lauren. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, that's all Lauren. I mean, look at it all. Look at it all. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Jesus.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 screens full of it. Full of this, just like her opining. She's opining, and look at, like, she's okay. So she's really different about this Vivian person too. Like, Vivian is a licensed social worker, and back in 2021, she was all like, "Oh, Vivian was lazy, and Vivian's assessment is rubbish," basically. But she's referring to Vivian here. Like, we go back here. Joe's arrest happened 2 months prior to Vivian's assessment, yet Vivian states there is no history of violence chronicled. Very happy childhood. John Ryan also reported a very happy childhood to Vivian, but told Dr. Thorne the following. She's not really. She refers to Vivian's report and his interest in sexual something recommended by Vivian. Assessment on Colby after recommended by Vivian concluded these test findings, in my opinion, are consistent with C's allegations. And she's not really trashing Vivian at all here. C, after recommended by Vivian, these are, in my opinion, something allegations. Yeah, she's kind of, well, where's Vivian here? Violence or anger problems in Vivian's assessment. She finds that JR has bisexual interests. Joe Ryan denied any history of drug or alcohol problems with Vivian, but with Dr. Thorne, he acknowledged that he had been arrested. He denied any past violence with Vivian, but failed to disclose his arrest. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, no real follow-up on Vivian here. Okay, cool. I mean, she doesn't want to continue trashing Vivian, I guess. Whatever. That was 2 years ago. Maybe. Gotten over the whole Vivian thing. Who knows? Who can keep up? Who can keep up? Dear me. I don't understand the mindset of these people. Like they think that they know everything about everything. Especially this case, like the ownership that they seem to have over this case is weird. And like people have spoken about this before. The real sort of talk to us, talk to me and Dr. John. We have like the authority over the Daybell case. Yeah, anyone else who does any assessments, no, talk to us. And she's even sort of setting herself up as being some sort of like psychological authority when that's not her wheelhouse at all. It's very strange. It's very, very strange. Yeah, my victims. Yeah. Okay. So guys, I have more for you tomorrow. I actually have many are asking what same question. I don't know Colby. I have no contact with Colby. So yeah. I don't know him and I don't want him brought into anything. So yeah, this is stuff that people have been wanting to bring out. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't know. I don't know him and I don't know anything about any of this. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Please answer your question. I just said I don't know him. So yeah. So yeah, that's when I started to see Colby's name brought up in that way. I got really uncomfortable, and we both started stop talking and started to just say "see" and that kind of thing. So yeah, these things arrive in my lap literally like 10 minutes before we go live. So yeah, it's one of those things, guys. Yeah, you don't have to speculate on anything. I'm telling you exactly how it is. Exactly how it is. And so yeah, we sometimes get things sent to us and we bring them up and we're like, ugh. Even with the stuff about John with the document of John's, it was so hard for me to read out and I couldn't read it, most of it. What's Colby's email? What are you talking about? What's that? Yeah. Who's moderator 7169? I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I'm trying. Yeah. There's so many things that I am just trying to get out to you guys as quickly as I can, and trying to get the facts out, guys. So doing my best. I'm just doing my best.
Yeah.
Please go on. Yeah. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
Thank you.
Right. And yeah. I'm all for exposing HCC. I'm sorry, Hal. It's just shocking. I should never have what?
She should never have chatted about this.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I don't control the texts. I don't control when I get them. I don't control anything except the fact that I've got about 2 hours each morning, Aussie time, to do this. And it's not my job. And I'm working really, really hard. I'm working really, really hard. Yeah. I'm trying hard. I'm sorry, my name is Angel. Hey, Angel. Good to see you.
Hey.
Thank you. It's good to have you here. I'm working so hard
Yes.
to do this because I've got to. I tell you all something. Lauren and John, for me, I have a bone to pick with them, a big one, and it's especially over the Delphi case. Yeah. And I know a lot of people have different bones to pick with Lauren and John, but mine is that one. I am so angry about what they did.
Yes.
With misrepresenting Richard Allen's case. So angry. So I apologize if there are things to do with the Daybell case that I'm not 100% across. That I was around that time, I was more following Murdoch. I wasn't even following trials that much, but back in 2021, but 2023, Murdoch, Jansen, Zachariah Anderson.
Yeah.
One day I'll tell you guys all about Zachariah Anderson. That was the biggest injustice. I can't even start to tell you. But yeah, if I'm not right across everything to do with the Daybell case, I'm sorry. I know some things, but nowhere near as much as most of you. But the Delphi case, that one is really close to my heart. I have looked into that one extensively, and the way they both misrepresented Richard Allen's story makes me so angry. Yes, free Zach.
Thank
Free
you.
Zach. Free Zach. So I'm very angry at Lauren and John. And then when Christina approached me, I saw some of the 9 Hour Live, and I was just like, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
This is just so stupid. You do this to people, like you profit of other people's trauma. What are you saying, woman? Right? And then I looked away, and then Christina approached me a while later. I can't remember exactly how long later. When Christina approached me a while later, out of the blue, but she had seen some of my Delphi coverage. I was like, hi. And yeah, we got along, and we talked face to face over FaceTime, I think it was. And we got to know one another and trust one another. And that's how this all started.
Yeah.
And yeah, when you earn each other's trust, that's how this sort of exchange of information happens. And also, I knew Mr. Breakfast, right? I've known him for a few years, and he told me he was involved in all this, and I was like, "What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? You knew Lauren? Why?" Couldn't believe it. So all these things just sort of happened, and here I am now in this sort of surreal situation where every day I wake up and people like Mr. Breakfast and other people who've also earned my trust and I've earned their trust. I appreciate that. Um, are giving me information and I'm looking at it as quickly as I can, putting my stream up. It takes time, guys. It takes a lot of time and effort to get all the details together, put the presentations
Yeah.
together. Just it's a lot each morning because I'm on different time zone to you guys. To do all that, put it all up, get it all ready for you. I'm blocking out my work time as well. I'm not trying to get sympathy or anything. I'm just telling you how it works.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm doing all that, and then I'm putting it out there for you all. And sometimes I'm going to make mistakes. I'm a human being. Sometimes I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not a machine.
Get
Yeah.
that.
Right. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I had a date wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Typo. Date wrong. Yeah. I was like, oh, damn it. Yeah. Yesterday, also, I made a video about this John thing, and I said a date wrong, and someone caught it. Thank goodness. And I was able to put a note in my comment section. But I'm a perfectionist. I really like to get everything right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying so hard, guys. I'm trying so hard to get everything right for you guys, to be as sensitive as I can for everybody, to be as respectful as I can for everybody, to give everyone credit where credit is due. I'm trying so, so hard. So please be aware of that. Please be mindful that that's what I'm doing. The most important thing for me is that these people are exposed for what they have done. Yes, that's what this is about for me. Okay, so that's what this is about for me. So yeah, today some of those messages made us a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's going to happen sometimes. Sometimes things are going to take you by surprise. But yeah, they're up there. You can read them
Yep.
if you like. If you don't want to, that's cool too. And my heart goes out to Colby and
Yes. And the
all
whole,
the victims, everybody,
not the whole
everyone.
family, but all the victims in the family.
Absolutely. And Dali, yes, you speak. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, it's just, yeah, I mean, just all the people that were victimized in that family and the way they've been hurt. We can't imagine their pain. So
Can't imagine this.
Yeah.
We can't imagine anything that you could have been through. All of you. Crasher out there. Hi.
Yeah.
We're blessed to have you in chat and supporting us too. Yeah,
Yes.
just all of you. Like I can't even
Yeah.
begin to get my head around it. Hello, and Dali, you're making me feel like crying. You are doing the very best job, and you can tell how much you care. Thank you both. Don't sweat it,
We're
Hella.
trying to.
Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. Look, I am open to like people are helping. Like people are getting in the comments and going,
Oh, yeah.
"Hey, you got that date wrong," and if you've been kind about it, and that's so good because I
Yeah.
can get to it really fast and go, "Oh, oops," and I can timestamp it and pin the comment and go, "Hey, I got that wrong," and people can see that I've got
Yeah.
it and they know.
And you don't hold it over Hella's head like I do, which I know she appreciates when she makes a mistake.
You don't call me a silly cow. I
No,
appreciate
no.
that. we're not. We're finished the reading for today. No, we're done for the day. Um, but yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, just be kind and respectful, and I'm just totally, I'm up for all critique. It's great. I like it. But yeah, don't call me a moron, and you're cool.
Okay, moron.
You're all fine. Um, um, yeah, it's almost January. It's almost the new year. I'm still angry. Yeah, we're angry about the Andrea
Oh, yeah.
comments. Yeah, I know.
Mm.
um, yeah. No,
We have
I
some
mean, no,
chats to read.
we do have chats to read. Let's go.
Oh, sweetie. My cat, not you. Great video review. Mrs. Open Clay, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Great video reviewing Dr. John's joke of an evaluation. He's officially lost whatever shred of credibility he had left and needs to be reported to the board for his many professional misdeeds.
Thank you for
He
the $9.99.
certainly is a character. Unexpected ancient bear. Been sober for 46 hours. Good job. I'd have only spent on
Wow,
gut rot. Well, I have been there. That's for sure.
46 hours. You just keep going.
Yes.
Keep going. You can do it.
Yep.
Well done. Thanks for the $10.
Thanks, Dolly, for your videos. Dr. Jan may be subject to love from real South Wales. Dr. John may be subject to a Daubert ruling. Oh, yeah, and we discussed that a little bit earlier, but seriously, man, keep it up and hang in there.
You can do it. He
We
can do it.
appreciate
You can do
yeah.
it.
Let's see. Today's word is sue. If any perpetrator John has said won't reoffend, is he responsible for misrepresenting information? If any perpetrator John has said won't reoffend, so is he legally responsible? No, unfortunately. I mean, there's judicial immunity, and that applies to like judges and lawyers, and I'm sure expert witnesses have that same immunity, unfortunately.
It's no guarantees.
Yeah.
And thank you for the $4.99.
Yes.
Much appreciated. We have a gifted membership, Pink Pajama Penguin. Thank you so much for that. Any evidence Dr. J was aware of Lauren's catty chats? $1.99. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we know that he said that all our work's about to go down the drain in a minute.
That's true.
He said that to the cops. We know that, so
very true.
There is that evidence, but we don't really know exactly what he was talking about. Like,
yeah,
she said my private texts, etc., but he could have been referring to other things coming out.
Yeah.
So we don't really know. We don't really know. And yep, thank you for the $1.99. We have 5 gifted memberships from Eddie Purdy. Thank you for that.
Very generous. Much appreciated, guys.
It is very much appreciated.
Let's see.
Yes.
You do amazing work, Hella. Thank you. Unsolved Amy Boston. Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
$2, much appreciated.
And then Bruce the Moose from Wisconsin. Thanks for covering the case. Streaming is tough.
It is. Sometimes it is. It's fun. It is. Yes. I got it. Like, I'm not going to say I don't enjoy it. I love talking to you guys. I've loved meeting all you guys. I love the emails from you guys as well. And I want to say thank you to the subscribers who have given information. Wow. Thank you. There's been so many, not just the subscriber that gave that that tip about John's court case. That was amazing. There's been so many other things as well. So thank you. You know who you are, guys.
Yes.
P.S. I just wanted to say there has been some people who've been trying to message me on X. I'm sorry that I haven't responded to you. They go into my spam if I'm not following you back. So I'm sorry. I just noticed that there's like a couple dozen people messaging me over the last month or two, and I haven't responded. So I'm sorry. I'm not being rude. Not being rude. I just haven't seen it. So I just noticed today.
Yeah.
Oh, last night.
Last night, yeah.
Today, your time. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. Now, guys, we are going to redirect over to Nick Starro and his 20,000 subscriber celebration stream, 3-year celebration anniversary. Guys, it's huge. It's all happening. Chat got infected by germs. Hang in there. Oh, did it? Ooh,
Well,
that's not good.
it's okay.
That's all right. These things happen.
Yeah.
199. Thank you, Kitty. Oh, look, your Hello Kitty. Hello, Kitty. For 199. And for $2, little bits of
Aw,
Lisa
Lisa.
says, don't know who I got a gifted membership from, but thanks. Ah, that's so nice. I hope you enjoy the member-only content, and there's more coming, even more. Even more. Thank you for $2. Cool. All right. Yes, we're going over to Nick's. Make sure you
And
say
then,
hello, Raid, when you get there, and we're going to
Nikki,
go
thank you.
over there too.
Yes. We are. And Nikki, thank you for the $5 New Zealand. Oops. I think I did that.
Thank you.
Your cat looks just like my Jaffa. Oh, only alive. Oh.
Oh.
Just at the start. Sorry, I'm late. Well, that's okay. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry about your loss, but they are cats are a lot of fun.
Oh, thank you. And from across the pond.
Yes.
New Zealanders over there. Love it. All right, guys. Time for the song. Hope you have a great day.
Yep.
Hope you have a great day. All righty. Where's the song? Make sure you say hello, Raid, when you go over next.
Her name was Hella. She was an Aussie. She was a fake lawyer from the future. She got on YouTube and made some live streams. The co-host is Dolly and she dances sometimes. The words are always so loud and because she's an 803. To the attention, excited utterance.
Hey, kitty.